That thing is toasty, boy. They walk. What's up, man?
We roasted marshmallows.
We roasting marshmallows.
We roasted marshmallows.
Mm. How are you, They walk? Yeah, the hot day. You okay, buddy? Oh,
Can I
you
tell them about our trip, morning trip?
you want to talk about our morning trip?
Yeah.
You got to come over here because the mic is right
We
here.
went fishing.
What about you? I'm okay, man. Mr. UB with Media says in and out. We went fishing. What'd you say? Say it.
We went fishing. The youngest one caught the most.
So you have to tell a story like a story.
We learned how to cast. We never went fishing before. This is our first time together.
that was the supersonic version. You gotta slow it
Okay,
down.
I can do it. We went to the fourth fishing spot. Where the shade was in the water. We had to get our fishing rod to do. Alan, you're the only one who got the shade over there.
So
And I almost got it over there, even though because mine had a button. And when I seen it and press it, it sends it, and it goes really far.
so let's start at the very beginning.
And
Hi,
I
folks.
almost got it, and he said we have to leave and go
Appreciate
to
the like
another
on the
spot.
stream.
And at the different spot, my spot was OP. I got 8 fish.
This has been the crew for the day. The crew here has been asking me for a couple days to go fishing, but the crew doesn't wake up early all the time. So I told the crew that they had to wake up and that then I'll take them fishing. Now I was banking on the fact that like the stream if you just joined, we're just gonna hang out and chat. We got a fire behind us. We got the sun getting in the upper left corner. Uh nice views. There's chickens in the back. We got a lot going on in this shot. I didn't intend for all of that, but we got someone eating, making noises over here on a marshmallow. And I'm drinking some cane sugar soda. So I was bluffing in a sense because I did not I don't fish. I don't know how to fish. I'm intrigued by it, but I find it like a lot of other things. I find it somewhat out the way. What's up? What's up, man? How you doing? I find it out the way of all the normal activities that I have to do. So I haven't really dug into it, and then obviously dealing with uh people. Oh, he going ham on that. You on the stream, man? You just gonna be going ham on the marshmallow? Oh, you going for another one? You went fishing last week. That's cool, man. I think you did say that. So I I don't fish. We went fishing a couple of years ago with another family, and it was fun. I saw enough. I examined enough that I felt I could be safe and take these two. And a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, I found this little spot by a creek that I was always curious about. You would just see car every now and then parked there, but
You told me to get a new hook. I need the one to put my hook
there
on.
there was
It
nothing
was too small.
there except for like the creek, and usually I'm just driving over the creek, right? So this time, so 4 weeks ago after basketball one day, I said, let me just go drive over there. I needed some more peace time anyway. And I went and I found like a nice little spot where I'm sure people fish. And today, this morning, I said, hey man, if you wake up early, so I'm out here at 6 o'clock. I'm getting myself started. I know it's gonna be a hot day, so I'm doing what I'm doing, and next thing you know, around 7 o'clock, I get a message. I get a phone call, and I'm like, oh no, what's going down? And people are excited about going fishing, and I said, well, y'all okay? I didn't say anything. I didn't get upset. I just said, oh no, this is gonna suck because I wasn't prepared. I didn't even. We have a few rods. I don't even know the condition of the rods, the lines. I believe I had hooks. I think I had bobbins. I didn't. I don't have. And granted, I'm only saying all of this stuff. This is just remembered information from when I went fishing.
We need more tools.
And so I don't have a tackle box or anything. So I just went and grabbed some of the tools that I have. Nice pair of pliers. I know if we hook some fish, I'm gonna need to take the hook out. I bought multiple sets of gloves. You look happy, family. Mustafa, love the name, man. Um, yeah, so I just went and got what I got. How many? Hold up, what's the marshmallow count for you?
One,
One. That's your first one.
two,
He's counting.
three.
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 Three. And what are we going to so that we don't get our stomach hurt? Five. Okay, five is a
No.
max. What? You going more than five?
Eight.
No, we're not going to eight. We're not. Those are some big old marshmallows. Five.
Six.
Five. It's not negotiable. So I went and got some. Just telling a story. If anyone just joined about today, they said I should tell all that happened, and I'm doing it in a story way instead of the supersonic way, like he just rushed it out. And I'm reading the messages. He got stuff all over his bro. When it's marshmallow time, just look the other way, man. He got it on his hands now too. Oh man, make sure you wash your hands. All right, we ain't gotta record no photos that no blackmail photos. We got a whole video on YouTube. So so I put some stuff together, and I don't have bait. Um, the marshmallow man. They call you the marshmallow man. Stay puff. So we don't have bait. I found the hooks. Took like 5 minutes. I found like a bag that I was gonna use as a tackle box. Yeah, they are chill. And I got my gloves, and I'm like, well, what else do I need? I mean, I'm barely taking my brain with me, and they were really excited. So the first conversation we had was about needing to accept the outcome of whatever was going to happen, correct? Because it's kind of like the first time that I'm taking them, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Even where we're going, have a good stream. Thank you, man. Take care.
He almost made us lose all of our supplies.
Even where we were going, I didn't know if it was okay. I mean, I've gone there real briefly, and it's kind of in a nook. You got to go through like a trail. Um, you scared of fish last week. Well, you probably was doing some real fishing. So look, so we hop in the car. I got everything, and now I'm starting to feel the panic. I'm starting to feel the nerve because it's real now, right? And I got them with me, and I'm trying to explain to them like, no, this is real. Like things could go wrong. And the first thing I said is what I said: you could put somebody's eye out, right? So you're not on camera. You want to shake your head, be on camera, or you don't want to eat on camera. I get you. So they start, settling down a little bit.
Battling in the air.
They start, coming down to reality to say, wow, this is real life. You can't press continue on the game. You can't think something's gonna happen, and something did happen, and we'll get to that. Um, no, we're not getting to that. We'll get to it. It's over. It happened. It's over. It's not a big deal. Um, so when we get there, I take 4 rods. He has this ultra starter rod. It's what was it? Paw Patrol. It was a Paw Patrol rod that we never cracked open. So I literally cut this thing open when we got to the place. Somebody left the car door open, but that's a whole nother. Sure, man. Don't let them go for the marshmallows. It's crazy. They need to be stopped. But yeah. So is the fire still good? Okay. So we get there, and at this point I'm making the assessment. Okay, we have 4 rods. None of them have hooks on them. So now I have to, so we sit down and we watch a video, or at least I tried to put on a video, right? So I put on a video.
It took so long.
I put on a 7-minute video, and it was just a Google search, and it took me to a YouTube video, and the guy was super chill, and he was like, "This is what you need to know." Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn says hi, guys.
Um,
So Carolyn, I'm just telling a story today. We went somewhat fishing. Um, so we watch a video, and I'm super nervous, and I get nervous when I don't know how to do something, the ins and outs. The kids are there, you're gonna have to direct them. There's some safety concern. There's a lot going on. I mean, one time I went fishing randomly after work. This is like years ago, and I'm just hanging out with the rod, and there's a poisonous snake next to me, and I just look at it, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Nothing. And then the guys I was with, they told me, yo, that's a poisonous snake, and then they go into action. California or Texas? You saying which state I want to keep in the United States, or you saying am I in either place? I'm in New York. Mustafa, just playing with you. So so we get there 3 minutes into the video. Little blue man that just had all the marshmallows, the marshmallow man, he goes, I'm bored. And my whole everything in me, like, this is the part of parenting that it probably takes the most out of me. You're bored, and everything that I'm doing is being set up for you. Like this fire right here, move, move, let them see the fire. This fire, this wasn't their fire. That wasn't their fire. So I've adopted, I've had to, I guess, adapt and adopt. I've had to adopt the fact that they were gonna go get marshmallows, and now it's their fire, right? So he goes on board, and I'm like, bro, I see you watch. I don't know what Make the Pick is. I'll hit him up later though. I've seen these kids watch hours, hundreds and thousands of hours of content that doesn't help them. That is just, it's fantasy, it's game related, it's cartoons, it's what's the other thing? It's brain. I've seen brain rot content. I've seen all types of content, and here we are, right right by where we're gonna go. And granted, we didn't get out the car yet. We were in AC. It was morning, so it wasn't really hot yet. And he decided to say, I'm bored. So I was really offended by this. So first thing I say is, you can't take the brain rot. Hey, it's your TT. Hey, Nikki D's. Nikki D's, we went fishing this morning. I'm telling a story about it.
Wait, where's TT?
Nikki D's.
Nikki D CT?
No, that's TT. Nikki D's.
Wait, is it RTT?
Yes.
Ah,
Okay.
ITT.
She said hi to you guys. So okay, so I get over my parenting moment, and it was really to the youngest one, and it was obviously a maturity. It's a maturity thing, right? He just doesn't understand that this is very important to pay attention. What?
I know how important it is.
So why are you worried about being bored?
Where can I leave this? Because
You taking that inside?
I'm taking that.
Okay, they have just left. I think what I hear is this woodpecker. I don't know what's going on in woodpecker land, but I had a beautiful woodpecker. You sent a picture of fish. Thank you, man. I just seen the message. I didn't know what it was. So so we did not we got over that moment. I take the rods, we go weave through some it's a little trail to get down to the water. We get down to the water, and now everything is kind of in my head. Okay, here's how you attach the hook to the line. Um, Now the real frustration started with they want to fish, they see the water, but they come with zero skills, and they come with zero at least the little one, he's 100% dependent at this point, and he's not gonna figure this out. He just wants to fish. He thinks that he's gonna throw this line in the water, and his giant fish is gonna come out, even though his rod is about this. He did catch the most fish, and we'll get to that. So I'm struggling because I I applaud myself for being able to even thread these hooks, right? So I get the hooks on one line. By the time I get the hook on one line and hand it over, and then I go to the other one, that hook has already been caught on something.
Another person is gonna come roasting marshmallows.
I'm on stream, so I don't know if you want to be in your pajamas. The fire's right here. Yeah, that's up to you. Um, so I'm struggling to support what they want, which is you want me to turn the camera? I'll turn the camera if you want. All right. Look, we did. It is a woodpecker. Wow, that's a woodpecker. Okay, I got a request to turn the camera. Like the shot too. So so I'm helping one, then the other cast the line. When they cast, because we're at this point we're just practicing casting. Um, so they're casting the line, and they get something caught by the time I'm in the middle of working with one. So I'm just going back and forth. I'm going back and forth. The sun, huh? All right, can you go get the wood from the rack? You don't need more wood just to melt a marshmallow. Oh my god. So I'm struggling. It is absolutely painful. This is not my or ideal idea. You could do it for a second. Just you could do it for a second. Just can I just do what I'm doing? And you guys always see me smile this off. This is not easy. It's like daddy, 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 daddy. Zip, zap, zop. So I'm watching because my daughter now has wood because the fire is not high enough for her, so she's gonna add wood to this fire. Right? Okay, so I'm struggling at this point, and it's just lay it gently. Yep, that's good. And then lay two of them. Two should be enough. The bigger one. That's good. You got your nails? Everything's good with your nails? Okay, she got her nails. Her nails are done. So I'm struggling. Mm, About an hour goes by, and I have yet to myself. I have yet to have the ability to cast a line. Like I'm just going back and forth. Put the worm on. One of them is just grabbing the fishing rod. He's just, he's not intentionally swinging, but there is no the cadence. It's just there's just no understanding. And as much as I could say it, he kind of has to like learn. And I know enough to know like, yeah, this ain't supposed to look like this. So we finally, maybe like after 2 hours, I got to cast a few times, not much, and then we see someone kayaking, which was cool. So we actually got to see like random stuff, and that helped to break up the time. So we saw a guy kayaking coming by, and at that moment we have not even seen a fish, right? And part of the reason why is because where we're at, where I know the deeper part is at, we're not able to cast that way because there's a lot of like trees and branches. So uh, five bobbin laters and four hooks later, we kind of learned that wasn't gonna work. So my thing was, look, I told you guys, we don't know what the outcome is gonna be of today. We don't know. Like you have to accept where we are. We'll be able to do this again. We can do this next weekend. We can figure it out. Just you're gonna have to accept what this is. And I thought it was a cool moment, right? I was actually happy that they did not catch anything at that point because to it's harder to break down a skill and just really just break it down, right? Just based on, oh, this is where they're at. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never checked my internet connection, and I wasn't on a strongest internet. Be interesting to see what the stream looked like. But so they weren't on. You just put the driest of wood. It's not about the one up the top. It's about whether or not the wood still has weight. Want to smell that? You smell that. So whoever's hanging out, thank you. Sorry, a little spotty in the story. So we see a guy kayaking, and that was why you just don't leave it in. Just leave it over the fire and turn it. I don't know what you expect this magical, perfect. Oh, it was perfect. Um, so we see this guy kayaking. He calls out to us. He say, "Hey, we're two of 30,000 people in the area who's actually right here, right now, making use of a really nice situation." I would go to that same spot and cast myself and just at least try to get better and learn. Like, okay, well, how do I get my how do I get it to go out as far and as deep as I need to? So that would be interesting to try. But so I was just screaming out to him. I was like, "Hey, is this a good spot to fish?" He goes, "Actually, it's the best." And I'm like, "Man, that kind of sucks because we're not seeing any fish. There's nothing, no fish, nothing alive. I did see a turtle. They missed it, but I saw a little turtle go into the water. But it was, there was a lot of things going on around us, a lot of poison ivy, and there was a lot of different things. So we managed, and we did that for about 2.5, almost 3 hours, and I'm burnt out at this point. And we're about to like wrap this up, and I'm trying to work by my son. And I told him already, we had a couple moments because we were not in this really large place. I said, you can't really, a bee, anything, insect getting, you'll end up in the water. Like you can't just react like that. So I'm bent over near him, and I told him to hold the rod because I was trying to untangle his rod, and a bee goes to his ear, and he just throws the rod, like he just throws the rod down, hooked my whole finger. I'm on the hook, and he well, I don't remember that, but I'm telling you, sort of, it was blood right away. Like the hook is shot. I got hooked. Basically, I got hooked on. And he was scared right away. For me, it was more like, again, there's no better way to teach than to have the moment, right? So we had the moment, and I was able to not say, you can hurt yourself with this hook. I hurt myself with the hook, but the way it did it was kind of crazy because the hook got around my skin and then was dug into it. Like I was literally like hooked, and it was just blood like coming out. And at that moment, I had hinted towards, right before that moment, I should say, I hinted towards going to another place where I was pretty certain there was fish because I've seen someone fishing there in the past, and it's more of like a park setting. So there's a creek that the water goes into this nice little channel, and then there's a fountain there. So yeah, Carolyn, it was dropped the rod, and it happened like instantly. And then he went from being scared of the bee to like, oh my god, I just caused this. He's gushing blood out, and it's a story. He'll always have that for the rest of his life. So I had hinted at going to this other park, and he was interested until that happened. Now that happened, he was like, feeling like fishing ain't for him. Uh, I think I got to observe, they're boys, and actually all my kids are competitive with one another. But I got to observe. Can you pass me the drink, please? I got to observe them being so competitive that they weren't supportive, right? And I had to again parent through that moment. It was like my casting is either my casting's going way further than you, right? Or it was like I'm not the one that keeps messing up. What's up, Rocks? It disappeared, man. I had a fire earlier for you too. Maybe I had the AI fire, man. No, it disappeared. And I actually, since I spoke to you, Rox, I've been working on the pool. So not today. It was pretty hot, but I was working on the pool. So just telling a story about fishing. I'm a novice. I'm not even a novice. I'm unranked. I I've never I've never fished really on my own. Even as a kid, I understand enough about it, so I just kind of use common sense, and that did get me through. So I'm bleeding, and I had a spike moment, and then in order for him to just not, what fish do you fish? I just fish for fun with my dad and friend. I uh I don't know enough about fishing to even answer that. I think from here, I'm going to go get the fishing license in the state. I think it's like $25, and I'm gonna start just figuring out how to go about that, and where to fish, and just get better with it. Use my early mornings to try to find some spots and just understand more about the water. And I don't know if they'll be into it, but for them it was like doing something that they see online. It was like, wow, And cool, we're almost at the point where fish is involved in the going fishing story. So up until now, we've been out there for 3 hours, not a fish. It's just been casting and bait, putting bait on, and I've never. So I have worms. I care for my worms now, so I didn't use my worms. I came out here to get these street worms. No, I know where there's a good amount of like situations just from a habitat and understanding, like lifting stuff up, and you know where worms like to be dark and wet. So I must have took me like 3 to 5 minutes to get like 40 worms, nice sized worms. So even too big for what the hooks were. And but within those 3 hours, the boys did learn. They started baiting the hook. Oh, catch carp! Wow, maggots. Oh man, I watch people do that stuff. That's you know, there's definitely levels to it. Do that and mix oatmeal and Kool-Aid and all of that just to bait the fish. I was telling them about it, but I don't know any more than, hey, people throw stuff in the water and it helps the fish to come to your area, and then you catch them. Um, so I just didn't know what to expect, but we got through. So they did start baiting. I was impressed because there's no way at that age. I mean, as a city boy, I don't even know if I've seen worms that weren't in like a random trip maybe to the zoo or something. It wasn't worms were not like a casual part of my life. So I just didn't have a healthy relationship with worms. You almost caught a hook in your eye. That's what I was telling them, man. I got popped with a bobbin today because I was trying to pull, and I didn't realize that the hook was on at the end of that. So I thought through that after and was like, that didn't make any sense. But I was trying to loosen up my hook, and yeah, that's not a good. It's dangerous, man. You just got to use your common sense and your skill. Um, Look, we got a whole crew over here. We got the crew. The crew is eating. So I'm bleeding now, and but I had to calm down. It didn't hurt after it hurt, right? It was like, okay, it hurts, now it's just blood. And my whole thing is I prefer to go home. If I get sliced like that pretty nice, I'm gonna want to clean it out, just so we don't have any issues. But I had to get him calmed down. He was not taking it well right away because everything that I said to him was real, and it came to you shouldn't do. Be careful when you have the rod. Hold it still. Hold your line. Everything I said turned into some reaction. So he was over the top with it, and I got him to calm down. And I was like, listen, we not. He said, let's go home first, clean it out, then come back out. I already know that I was burnt out. I knew there was no coming back out. I ended up having to take a nap. Prosperity to your chicken loved ones. Sending through, bro. Drop a sub. Thank you so much, Rocks, man. Appreciate you for coming back too, man. We had a rough start, but that's how it be sometimes. That's how it be. Um, so we go to the next part, and on the drive there, 10 to 15 minutes, and they were really excited, but the only problem with our fishing trip is that there was no fish involved yet. And I knew that when we got to this other place, we would be good. It was more open. There was no like trees right there. So we were going to be able to separate. Our lines weren't going to get crossed. It would just be, less. Now we had half the equipment because we done lost X amount of bobbins, and we had enough hooks, but I was just done with like putting on new hooks. I was just done with it. Um, and we still had a gang of worms because I did collect a whole lot, and so we make it there. It's the park they're familiar with, and they didn't even realize that. Oh, you were talking about here? Yes, the park that you go to camp, everything. So we go there, and soon, sure enough, the little one I'm trying to help the bigger one just to get his equipment together, fish on the line. He done took his Paw Patrol. He got his Paw Patrol fishing rod. The I don't know any proper terms, but the rod is about this big. The rod is like my upper torso. That's it. And he's throwing that line out there. You know, it's the starter. I don't even know what you call it, spool, I guess. And he got there. He done hooked the fish. So now I'm in that same situation. I'm in the middle of before I was just going from just helping him out, got to cut this off, got to put a new hook on here, and I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm trying to help one while the other's catching fish. He catching his first fish, so he's super happy. I get the glove real quick. I ain't never took a hook out of a fish. I've always stood in the background. So you got your kids, you got to jump in there, and I wasn't scared. I watched enough videos. I've seen enough people do this. How hard can it be? So, only thing I want to make sure is I take the hook out so that fish could be alive and go on his merry way. So I go get it, hold it up, give the camera to the other one on the phone. He takes a picture. I get the hook off, put it back. Everything went well. We were like, oh, yeah, man, good moment, right? So now I still got to go back, fix the line. He done threw his hook back in the water and caught another fish. I still have not, I haven't gotten the other one situated yet. When I tell you that he caught about 4 fish before I was able to get the other one situated, I still throw anything in the water. And the little one is just popping fish out. And granted, this place was cool because the fish was, you could tell once you threw your line in there, you just see the bobbin just moving around. Like it must be a pretty large school of fish, and they were really happy for that. So all in all, I think he caught about 8 fish. He claims that I caught zero, but that's how the story goes. What happened was I tried to when I caught one because I didn't know if my other son would end up catching one, so I gave him the rod so that he could pull a fish in, and but he ended up catching two of his own anyway. And then there wasn't enough equipment. It was, I didn't have any weights or bobbins to have much weight to lower, and we were on like a shore. So, but it was a fun experience, and we were able. I learned enough that I wouldn't be nervous if I had to go back out there. And yeah, it was pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Uh, So that was it. Just wanted to come in here. I didn't know that was the story I was going to tell. When I started, I had a fire in my background. Um, all of my kids have come out. I've been trying to clean up some of this area, but they want to swing and lawnmower. I got to take a look at the carburetor, or I think I have another carburetor, and I'll just clean that one and then take this one off and replace it. Um, the grass hasn't gotten that far away from me, but it'd be nice to have the carb on there and working. Pretty sure that's what's the issue right now. I don't know. I'm the most excited about the lawnmower as far as like working together as a team. I've I've I'm just learning so much. But a part of learning, and this is really like a message to Katie, my mod, um, because she's working through school. I told her my whole thing is you just got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's definitely an uncomfortable feeling that every time I get on, every time I want to do, oh, I'm ahead and I'm mowing the lawn and everything is great. Something doesn't work, and I have to go through these troubleshooting steps to isolate what excuse me, what the issue is. And you know, it is what it is, but it's not always what I want, but I guess it's what I need. So if anyone's still hanging out, I mean, um, I don't have to get off the live, but I also don't like talking to myself. That's the thing. So I'm gonna just cut the live short. We're still, growing this channel, and I appreciate everybody. Whether you started off with me or where we are now, I'm really comfortable just getting on there and having a conversation. So, um, I'm gonna try to have a good content week. I didn't post any videos today. Maybe the day's not over. I don't know. Maybe the day's not over. I'm thinking about what day I'm gonna do the night stream and just pop in there one time. Um, I don't want to extend this break, but it has been nice to like be able to recover and go to sleep and wake up and feel refreshed. I guess the based on the time zones, it probably doesn't work for a lot of the people that are in different time zones. But yeah, so all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe I'll be able to at least do some of the mowing with the push mower around the kids' areas, and looks like I'm the fire has been making some what do you call it, biochar. Somehow I don't even know how I did that, but I did it. It's not ashes. It looks more like biochar. So I'll just get to it. I see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for your support. Peace.